Hey again, everybody, and welcome to another Perry's Inside Scoop. Perry's ice cream is proudly made in New York. We've got our orange on with Coach Babers for an orange out this week in the Dome. And Coach, it's another example of some of the things the fans in the community are getting into because your football team has been exciting and has given them reason. It's back-to-back Dome sellouts. You're on the big TV networks, that type of thing. People are noticing, and the idea is to wear orange this weekend.
Well, I'm excited for the orange out. I'm excited for the community and the student body, and I know the football team appreciates it, and they're going to be excited as well. The opponent is a real one, and this is a national brand. We all know what Notre Dame stands for, and I'm excited that not only the administration but the university gave us an opportunity to play this one at home instead of going playing it somewhere else.
Yeah, one of the things that's been fun to do this week, Coach, is throw the spotlight on Kayvon Darton. Enjoyed talking with him this week, and coincidentally, it turns out you're playing Notre Dame. I know you're a big movie guy, and Rudy was a walk-on who finally got just a sliver of opportunity. Kayvon Darton's a walk-on at Syracuse, and to even contribute is a long shot. Earned a scholarship at the start of this training camp. He's playing, and he's earning a lot of respect for what he's doing out there in difficult circumstances.
Earned, not given.
Right.
Earned, not given. And Kayvon, I still think back to when he stood up and the team went crazy in August when we earned that scholarship, And the things that he's doing against 5-star and 4-star offensive linemen is amazing. And that's because, he may not be the tallest guy in the world, and he may not be the heaviest guy in the world, but he's got one of the biggest, toughest one of those. And that's a lot of heart, and that's what I love about him.
How does that heart translate to the rest of the team when it comes to bouncing back off a loss? Because there wasn't that sense in the locker room like, oh, shucks, we didn't get him, but it was close and it was fun. There was, man, we really had an opportunity here at Clemson to win, and you're going to have an opportunity to win a lot of other games the rest of the year.
This team's playing extremely well together, and again, when you're playing a team that they just seem to never be out of it, or they're right there in it, and I think as long as we stay together, we're going to have more games go down to the end like this. Hopefully, like the earlier games before this, they come out our way and not the other team's way.
Is there a sense that Notre Dame is a bit of a sleeping giant here? They opened the year with a highly anticipated game against Ohio State. No shame in losing that, but they subsequently dropped the game to Marshall the next week, and then they've sort of been off the radar. They weren't able to come back late against Stanford, but they were ranked preseason for a reason, and it seems like there's more in the tank there.
Well, there's so many stars over there, it's ridiculous. And anytime you're playing a national brand or you're playing a team like that, they've got NFL players. I would imagine they got more than us. And we've got to find a way to do more with our other guys and to stay together and make sure that the guys that we do have that we think have NFL ability touch the ball enough to help the rest of the family.
If you think about the real core of this team, whether they actually have captain label or not, but you think about with Garrett Schrader, with Mikel Jones, they don't always have to say it, right? But I know they're doing some of the coaches' work and doing some of that stuff in keeping everybody where they need to be.
What they do is this. They do it verbally and they do it non-verbally. And when you've got the guys that are wearing C's on their chest, and there's guys with the next group of C's, who's going to be the next group of C's, those guys are also doing it verbally and they're doing it non-verbally. And it keeps a lot of the noise out of the locker room. And it keeps a lot of the voices turned way down before you speak up and say something. If you're not one of these cats, it better be really important or you may go out with the bathwater.
Sure.
And I think that's what's made this team different.
All right, let's throw in one dash of X's and O's here before it wraps up. And you're talking about a team that uses the tight end. Tight ends have given you problems at moments over the course of the season. You're talking about a defense on your side that makes a lot of plays. What is the first thing? Sean Tucker getting a number of touches. What's the number one thing in your mind that decides the outcome here?
It's going to be turnovers, okay? It's going to be penalties, and it's going to be who handles the physicality of the game.
Physicality in Game 8 of the season, Week 9, right? It's that stuff continues to accrue.
The bruises are there, and they're going to be double bruises if you play the game right, and you've got to decide that you want double or triple bruises if you're going to have a chance to win.
All right, it's a noon game. I know the guys are excited to get up and get after it come Saturday. Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck in your final prep, all right?
Thank you, Matt.
Orange head coach Dino Babers for the Perry's Inside Scoop. Perry's ice cream is proudly made in New York.